Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Tiny and Big, Grandpa's Leftovers. A little indie game that sounds interesting to me because apparently it has a degree of freeform terrain deformation in a sort of platformy game, which sounds kind of silly. I've had this sitting around to do a video on for quite a while, so I figured I'd finally get around to it. I guess this is Tiny. Alright, so we got our sort of tutorial Game Boy PDA. Not a lot of games that try to replicate the aesthetic of the original Game Boy. Despite being called tiny, he's apparently rather tough for a little whatever he is. Alright, so we've got a grappling hook that we can drag stuff with, I guess, rather than grappling to stuff. Good enough. I don't really know what that horrible noise was, but... Oh, hey look, we're in Tetris. I was gonna say that long piece looked like a tetramino. Tetramino? Tetramino? I don't actually know how you pronounce that. Alright, so I think this is the part that is the terrain deformation, where we can just kind of cut through stuff. One cut. And I didn't even have to measure twice. Alright, so I guess this is our third primary tool for moving stuff around. pushes stuff rather than pulls it. I wonder why that first one didn't really do anything. Whatever. That's the best part about terrain deformation, is that we can kind of just cheat and cut up the landscape so we don't have to do what the game tells us to do. Alright, it seems we have to catch Big, the other half of our tiny and big pair. Alright. Gotta hold down middle mouse to keep the rocket going until you let go of it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess we don't have any of our stuff now that we just learned how to use. Wait, what was the reason I was pulling those down? Where to go from here? I guess we gotta go for our tools. Oh, I fell from too high. I wonder if these guys are like collectibles and you have to squish as many as you can. Oops. I may have measured once and cut twice there. Well, at least collectibles don't stay where they are when you move the ground under them. And that's how you create a rock slide. Alright, confirmed you can actually crush yourself. Ah, shit. See, I don't want to like overcut and then have to like reload a checkpoint. Maybe not the most precise platformer because of the tools you're given. Now, was that really a good idea? Oh, what have I created? I'll just jam into that tunnel now. And I guess that underwear on his head is what I'm looking for. The thing that Grandpa left behind, and thus the name of the game. So we don't really take fall damage from plot fall damage, just from falling off of something. Alright, so we just need to get to the top here. I assume we can do that with a lot of cutting and shoving and... Wow. I can really push anything. Oh, and there it goes. Rockets don't seem super useful. Because a lot of times they don't really go in the direction you're looking that you want them to go. Like, I'm trying to hit this diagonally so it just sort of flies off, but it just sticks wherever you're... Oh, damn it. I guess I'm just looking for an alternate path along the side there, but let's just go the way it wants us to go. It is my nature to destroy. Though I'm not sure these pillars are actually holding anything up. The rock slide is less concerning when you can just separate all of the rocks into tiny pieces. Oh, did I not even cut this piece that I was trying to cut? So there is still a limit based on how far stuff away is, or, you know, how big it is. You can't just cut the entire level in half because it's bigger than your screen, so you can't select it. I really should stop cutting things at close range. I guess those were there for just an achievement. I always find it neat in games where the music itself is a collectible. Stuff like Brutal Legend, where, you know, it's a collectible you want to find because it does expand the music selection. And not just there for an achievement.
Huh?
I have created a shortcut. So you can pretty much see what it is. It is a physics-based platformer rather than a physics-based puzzler, as is kind of the trend these days. only we can also affect the physics with a variety of tools instead of a singular one. And to a degree, you can sort of make your own path. Obviously, we can't just cut through the wall here and, you know, skip a segment. Oh shit, I thought I just fell off there. Doesn't seem particularly super complex, but again, this is the beginning, so it's hard to judge with these sorts of games if they're going to be, you know, just a silly sort of romp, or if they're actually going to get challenging towards the end. So I wonder if these are the only tools we're going to get, and they're not going to get extra functionality or anything. If so, I imagine this game is super, super long. Which isn't really necessary. I'm not really one of those people that measures a game in a hours of playtime per dollar sort of way. But this seems neat enough, and it's a shame I didn't get around to this a lot earlier, because this has been out for quite some time, and been sitting in my Steam list for quite some time. There's a skull there. Oh, I guess I can't do anything about that. But yeah, that's Tiny and Big Grandpa's Leftovers. I believe this is about $10 now. I might be wrong on that. It does go on sale quite a bit, so it is likely that if you're interested but waiting for a sale, then it probably won't be a long wait. Well, a bunch of those stones went into the abyss. So much for those collectibles. That's maybe not what I meant to do. I wonder what happens if you screw up, if there's a, okay, there's a retry, in case you make it unfinishable. Anyhow, I've been Shadefire, this is Tiny and Big, Grandpa's Leftovers, and I will see you around some other time. Until then, you folks take care. No, I don't think I will.